that swear should be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it should enter into the house of the thief.
What's the house of the thief? America.
That's right.
House of the thief, man.
That's right.
Hey, cause guess what, man? Hey, it's like a person that robbed somebody, man. A person that robbed somebody, and everything that you robbed this person for, the police come to your house and all the stolen possessions or in your house, man. You're going down for that crime. Hey, the so-called white man, they stole us, man. They stole us from off the western shores of Africa, man. When we fled from Israel, man. Brought us to America, and we still here, man. So guess what, man? Y'all stolen possessions are gonna get found in your hand, and y'all gonna get recompensed for that, man.
That's right.
That said the Lord, man.
And into the house of him that swore falsely by my name, and it should remain in the midst of his house, and should consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
That's right. So yeah, it's gonna be judgment, man. Hey, the Lord said he required of all, man. So what they did to us is not forgotten, man. It's just prophecy has to play out, man.
That's what you was talking about. Read that right there.
Oh, this out of the, what's this? Oh, this from the book from Babylon. It reads, in the year 16 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
Now this is what the brother was going into about
Besiege
how they
Jerusalem.
came and got us from the western shores of Africa. But we was originally in Jerusalem.
It said in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem in 70 AD. General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter.
With great slaughter, I mean they came and slaughtered and killed a lot of so-called Negroes.
With great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrageous and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
1 million Jews. Now, if these were so-called white people, how could they blend in with Africa? You feel me? Well, it's about to tell you why, though.
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery, the slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves, man.
White Jewish slaves.
Black Jewish slaves.
Black Jewish slaves, man. The Jews are black, man.
Man.
Jeremiah 14 and 2.
Man.
Right, so and this is the cut for niggas that say this is the so-called white man book, man.
No, they start with Hebrews 7 and 14 first.
No.
Oh, because it goes right into that. Because you know they say the Lord from the tribe of Judah. That's what Jude comes from.
I get that second.
Get around. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 1. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah concerning the earth. Judah mourned in the gates thereof language.
Judah is a people. Judah is the top tribe. But then it was a split in the fucking kingdoms. So it's Judah, Benjamin, and Levi is considered Judah.
And can I say something? And if those Jews, them Jewish people today that they call Jews, man, if they were the real Jews, the scriptures say Judah mourning. These Jewish people are not mourning right now, man. This is their heaven, man. Hey, the Israelites are the ones mourning, man. So that goes to show you they're not the real Jews, man, according to the Bible, man.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse, I'm starting 2 again. Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language. They are black unto the ground.
They are black. That word black in the Hebrew is Kadar, which just means dark skin.
Kadar, that's my Kadar.
Right. Just means dark skin in the Hebrews. Because it's a certain man that came out of our nation that was from the tribe of Judah, who the world any calls
and not
Jesus
Christ. And not only that, when they say the ground, because you understand, concrete wasn't around. These devils created concrete, man. But the ground was dirt. Right. And what color is dirt? Come on, man.
Different shades of brown.
Different shades of brown, man.
Hebrews chapter 7, verse 13.
14.
Verse 14. If it is evident that
evident mean that it's a fact, man. Evident mean it's just a fact, man. Evidence.
Obvious.
Evidence behind it, man. Obvious, man. Go ahead.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses sprang nothing concerning priesthood.
Read it one more time.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Sprang out of who?
Judah.
It's evident our Lord sprang out of Judah. Get that one more time.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourned in the gates their language. They are black unto the ground.
They are black into the ground. Read
The
that
cry of
one more
Jerusalem
time.
is going up.
Hebrews chapter 7 and 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Sprang out of
Hey,
Judah.
go to the sign right here, man. Go to the sign right here, man. This is Judah right here, man. If you go across here, man, that means our Lord was a so-called Negro, man.
All right. Give me what you got. 1 and 5. Because everybody keeps saying that this is a white man's book. This is not a white man's book.
You can just switch up readers instead of having all 4 people read. That's not.
That's only 30.
Oh, you. All right, go ahead.
God, this Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
What color is he?
I am black. But come me, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Read the next verse.
Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me.
Now, when you out in the sun, if you is a dark-skinned brother like this brother, or this brother, or this brother, being out in that heat, man, you get darker and darker and darker. A so-called white man couldn't stand out in the sun all day long for hours and hours without catching skin cancer.
He'd get redder.
He'd get red of the brother.
Damn.
It also say black but comely. I
Black and
say
beautiful.
black and beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Keep going. No, I was it.
Or black is gifted.
It's Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh for a man of the dust of the ground.
Now, when you go into the dust of the ground, what color is it? You got different shades of brown. You got light brown, medium
Daniel
brown,
7 and 9.
dark brown. The deeper you go into the ground, the darker it gets. But this is not a color thing, though, because you could look like a so-called Negro and actually be a so-called Chinese person, a so-called African person, a so-called white person. It's about the spirit. This is a spiritual thing. Give me that down.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancient of days
The
did sit.
thrones were cast down. That was Daniel seeing different like kingdoms, like America, China, Russia.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, the ancient of days did sit.
The Ancient of Days is another name for the Most High.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose garment was white as snow, and the hairs of his hair like the pure wool.
It was like the pure wool. Who has woolly hair? He has woolly hair. He has woolly hair. Woolly is another name for like nappy. Who has nappy hair? So-called Negro.
His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
That was talking about on the chariots.
I think that's it on there.
Yeah. Get the Revelation. 1 and 1 and then jump over.
And just like it's saying, Revelations, I believe it's the 7th chapter, when he said he's seen a great multitude with different,
7 and 9.
different nations and different tongues. That's speaking of the Israelite foreigners, man. So it's not about color, you know, because Israelites is gonna come in the days on chariots and had different colors, different languages, different tongues, man. Just like you got brothers pushing his word in different tongues, man.
7 and 9. I mean,
It's like,
Revelations 7 and 9. Is it 1 and 14? 1 and 1 and then jump to 14.
All right. The revelation of Yahweh.
Call it out.
Oh, Salaki. Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach,
Who the world really calls Jesus Christ, but his real Paleo Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai.
which Yahweh gave it to him to shew it to his servants, things which must surely come to pass.
Things must surely come to pass. So he gave to the servants to show so that we would know the truth now. That this is not our
he got it up.
this is
Turn it around.
this is not our Lord and Savior. This is Cesare Crochet, bitch.
Scripture, Revelations 1.
It says, and he sent and signified it by his angels unto the servant John. All right. Verse 14, his head and his hairs were like white. Salaki, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wood. That's the color and the texture. Not actually white, but like gray. If you look at the elder, that's like white, but it's not white. It's gray. You feel me? But if it was fully gray, it would look white. That's white and wood.
Yeah, come.
His hair and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
That goes back to Genesis 49 and 12. It was a prophecy that his eyes would be red with wine.
Come.
If you go into Genesis, it says his eyes were red of wine.
Yeah,
Because of the wine, you know.
you just said
The
that.
Lord was drinking wine.
Come.
Verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? Brass is a derivative of brown. So his feet was brown, but how brown though?
As if they burn in a furnace.
So if you take something brown and burn it in a furnace, it's gonna get darker. It's not gonna come out as a so-called white person. It's gonna be a Negro.
That's right.
Lucky. And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Because he had a deep voice. He didn't have no squeaky, girly, Edomite voice. He was a strong man from a strong nation. Somebody else want to come up? All right, so with that, let's say shalom and pass to the next brother.
Come.